In the deep, still silence of the night, when the world around us has fallen to rest, there exists a frequency. A hidden force, ancient as the stars, hums in the very fabric of the universe. You cannot see it, yet it moves through you. It pulses through the air, through your bones, through your very cells, shifting the course of your being without a single word being spoken. This frequency does not require your conscious mind to understand it, for it moves in the realm of your subconscious, that vast, unseen part of you that controls everything from the rhythm of your heartbeat to the deepest longings of your soul. In the ancient texts it was said that all of creation was birthed from sound. The first word, the first vibration, the first pulse of life, the voice of the divine, the voice of creation echoed throughout the cosmos, and from that sound everything emerged. The ancients spoke of this frequency in myth, in ritual, in song. They knew that to align oneself with this frequency was to tap into the very source of life itself. And yet, in the rush of the modern world, this sacred knowledge has become forgotten. We live in a world of noise and distraction, unaware that the very frequency that once connected us to the divine is still here, waiting, silent but potent, to shift the course of our lives. Now, in the stillness of your sleep, this frequency calls to you once more. It beckons you to listen, to surrender to its ancient rhythm, to allow it to shift the entire trajectory of your life. But what if you could consciously choose to align with this frequency? What if, instead of the constant hum of modern life, the anxiety, the doubt, the noise, you could tune in to a frequency that opens the gateways of your deepest potential? What if, as you sleep, your soul could be gently guided by this sound, this vibration, to remember its true power? This is not a fantasy. It is the reality of the ancient knowledge that has been passed down through generations, encoded in every sound, in every vibration, in every frequency. You are not merely a passive receiver of sound. You are the conductor of it. You are the frequency, and the frequency is you. The ancient secrets of sound and transformation. There was once a time, long ago, when humanity understood the deep connection between sound and transformation. In ancient Egypt, the priests and priestesses knew that sound had the power to heal, to shift consciousness, and to connect with divine forces. They would chant in sacred temples, their voices reverberating through the stones, calling forth the energy of the gods. In ancient Greece, the Pythagoreans believed that music and sound could align the soul with the cosmos, bringing balance and harmony to the mind, body, and spirit. Even in the spiritual practices of the East, such as in Tibetan Buddhism, chanting and mantras were used to shift the energy of the mind. The vibrations of the chants, when spoken or heard, would ripple through the subconscious, bringing clarity and healing to the soul. The sacred syllables of ancient mantras, like Om, carried frequencies that resonated with the very fabric of the universe, unlocking hidden potentials within the mind and body. This is not mere metaphor. In the same way that the vibrations of a musical note can shatter glass, so too can the vibrations of sacred sound alter the very structures of our consciousness. The ancients understood that our bodies, minds, and spirits are not separate from the frequencies around us. We are living frequencies, constantly interacting with the energy of the world. Our cells, our thoughts, our emotions, they are all waves in the great sea of sound and vibration. In this moment, as you listen to this frequency, you are aligning yourself with the same ancient wisdom. The sound that you hear is not just noise, it is a key. It is a key that unlocks doors in your subconscious, doors that have been closed for lifetimes. It is the sound of your awakening, and it is waiting for you to listen. The power of subconscious influence. The mind is a powerful thing. But it is not the mind that controls us. It is the subconscious that governs our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Beneath the surface of our conscious mind lies a vast ocean of programming, beliefs we inherited from our parents, our culture, and our environment. These beliefs, formed in childhood and reinforced over time, govern how we see the world and how we see ourselves. The subconscious mind is not just a passive observer. It is an active force that shapes our reality. When you were a child, you absorbed everything around you, not just through your eyes, but through your subconscious. You were like a sponge, soaking up every belief, every emotion, every pattern that was in your environment. And as you grew, these subconscious beliefs became the lenses through which you viewed the world. If you were raised in a household where love was conditional or where fear was dominant, your subconscious mind internalized these messages. You may find yourself struggling with self-worth or holding on to unconscious fears that no longer serve you. These limiting beliefs are not facts, they are simply old programs running in the background, influencing your thoughts, emotions, and actions. But what if you could change the program? What if, instead of being bound by the subconscious beliefs that no longer serve you, you could reprogram your mind to align with your highest potential? What if the subconscious could be a powerful ally, guiding you toward your true purpose and unlocking the deepest parts of your soul? This is where the frequency comes in. Just as a radio can tune into different stations, so too can your mind tune into different frequencies. The frequency that you are listening to now is one that bypasses the conscious mind and speaks directly to the subconscious. It is a frequency that can break the old patterns, reset your internal programming, and align your subconscious with your highest potential. The science of frequency and healing. In recent years, science has begun to catch up with the ancient wisdom of sound and frequency. Studies in fields such as neuroplasticity, brainwave entrainment, and sound healing have shown that frequencies have a profound impact on the brain and body. Brainwave entrainment, for example, is the process by which the brain synchronizes its electrical activity to external stimuli, such as sound. Different frequencies, known as brainwave states, correspond to different states of consciousness. For example, when the brain is in a state of beta waves 1330 Hz, we are alert and focused. When the brain enters alpha waves I812, we enter a state of relaxation and creativity. Theta waves of 47 correspond to deep meditation, relaxation, and the dream state, and delta waves 0.54 are associated with deep sleep and healing. By listening to specific frequencies, we can influence our brainwave states and, in turn, affect our subconscious mind. Research has shown that binaural beats, a type of sound wave therapy where two slightly different frequencies are played in each ear, can induce a desired brainwave state. For example, listening to a 10 Hz binaural beat can help you enter a relaxed alpha state, while listening to a 4 Hz beat can induce deep meditation or healing. This is the power of sound. It bypasses the conscious mind and speaks directly to the subconscious, influencing not only our thoughts but our emotional and physical states as well. And just as ancient cultures used sound for healing, so too can we use these frequencies to heal and transform ourselves in the modern world. Surrendering to the frequency. As you listen to this frequency, let go of any resistance. Surrender to the sound. Let it wash over you, letting go of any thoughts or distractions. This is not something you need to force or try to understand with your mind. The subconscious does not operate on logic, it operates on feeling, on vibration, on frequency. Allow the sound to be a guide. Let it lead you deeper into yourself, beyond the noise of the world, beyond the distractions of the conscious mind. As you drift deeper into the frequencies, you may begin to feel a sense of peace, a sense of alignment, a sense of remembering. You are returning to the source, the core of who you are. You are reconnecting with the divine frequency that runs through everything, through every atom, every heartbeat, every thought. In this moment, as you listen, you are not just transforming your mind, you are transforming your life. You are aligning with a force far greater than you have ever imagined. And all you need to do is listen. The ancient harmony of sound. The universe, as ancient wisdom teaches, is not a chaotic cacophony of random sounds. Rather, it is a symphony, a harmonious orchestra in which each note, each vibration, each frequency plays its part in the grand design. From the pulse of the stars in the sky to the beating of the human heart, every element of existence is attuned to a specific frequency. These frequencies, though often imperceptible to the conscious mind, resonate deeply within the subconscious, shaping the course of our lives in ways we cannot always understand. But what if we could tune into these frequencies? What if we could align ourselves with the fundamental rhythms of the universe, using them as tools for healing, growth, and transformation? In this part of the journey, we explore the deeper connection between sound, vibration, and life itself. We will see how, from the dawn of time, humans have used frequency as a tool for change, not only in spiritual practices but in the very fabric of reality. Sound is not just something we hear, it is something we are. It is the energy that sustains us, the current that flows through our cells, our bodies, and our consciousness. Ancient cultures understood this, using sound as a tool to heal the body, to align the soul, and to connect to the divine. The frequencies they used were not random or arbitrary, They were carefully chosen to resonate with the deepest parts of the human psyche. But as modern society has progressed, this ancient knowledge has been forgotten, overshadowed by the noise of everyday life. We have become disconnected from the harmonic frequencies that once guided us, leaving us to wander through life without the clarity, peace, and alignment that our ancestors once experienced. But the good news is, this frequency, the one that once connected all of humanity, has never truly left. It is still here, waiting for us to listen. The sound of creation. In the beginning, the universe was born from sound. The ancient Vedas of India describe the creation of the world through the sound Om, the primordial vibration from which all of existence arose. This sound, the essence of the universe, is said to contain within it the entire spectrum of life, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. Om is the sound of the divine, the cosmic frequency that holds everything together. The ancient Egyptians, too, understood the power of sound. They believed that the gods spoke in sacred words and phrases, and that these words could shape reality. The priests of Egypt chanted sacred hymns and invoked powerful frequencies to align themselves with divine will, to heal, and to manifest their desires. They believed that through sound, they could connect with the gods, and through these divine vibrations, they could influence the physical world. In the Taoist traditions of China, the concept of Qi, the life force that flows through all things, is deeply connected to sound and vibration. The Taoists believed that by tuning into the natural frequencies of the world, they could harmonize their energy with the universe. They practiced internal alchemy, using sound, breath, and meditation to cultivate balance and vitality. These practices, passed down through generations, are a testament to the power of frequency as a tool for personal transformation. But these are not just distant stories from the past. The wisdom of these ancient traditions is still alive today, and modern science is beginning to catch up with the spiritual understanding of frequency. The more we understand the nature of sound and vibration, the more we realize that we are not separate from the frequencies that shape the world around us. We are deeply interconnected with them. Sound and vibration, the science of healing. In recent years, science has begun to explore the healing properties of sound in ways that echo the ancient practices of the past. Researchers have found that sound waves can influence not only our minds but also our bodies, altering our brain waves, heart rate, and even our cellular activity. Brainwave entrainment, the process by which external sound frequencies synchronize with the brain's electrical activity, is one of the most well-documented phenomena in sound healing. When we listen to specific frequencies, such as binaural beats for example, our brainwaves begin to align with those frequencies. This alignment can lead to various states of consciousness, from deep relaxation theta waves to heightened focus C beta waves to restful sleep delta waves. Binaural beats work by playing two slightly different frequencies in each ear, and the brain perceives the difference between the two as a third frequency, the binaural beat. This beat, when chosen correctly, can encourage the brain to enter a specific state, such as deep meditation or sleep. Research has shown that binaural beats can help with anxiety reduction, pain relief, and even the enhancement of cognitive function. This modern science aligns closely with ancient practices where sound was used as a tool for healing the mind and body. But sound doesn't only influence the mind. It also affects the body's energy systems. In many traditional healing practices, sound is used to balance the body's energy, or qi. In acupuncture, for example, sound is used to stimulate the meridian points on the body, encouraging the flow of energy and promoting healing. In sound therapy, tuning forks or crystal singing bowls are used to emit vibrations that restore harmony to the body's energy fields. These practices are based on the understanding that everything in the universe, including our bodies, is made of vibration. The ancient concept of sound as a tool for healing is being rediscovered in the modern world. Therapies such as sound baths, where participants listen to soothing tones and frequencies, are becoming increasingly popular as ways to release stress, heal emotional wounds, and reprogram the subconscious mind. These modern practices draw directly from the ancient knowledge that sound can align the mind, body, and spirit, bringing them into harmony with the natural frequencies of the universe. The sacred frequency. Tuning into the divine. In the sacred texts of many traditions, sound is not just a tool for healing, but a direct connection to the divine. In Christianity, the creation story begins with the Word, which God used to create the heavens and the earth. In the Jewish tradition, the concept of the Shekinah, the divine presence, is often described in terms of sound and vibration, a holy frequency that is felt in the stillness and the silence. The curtains of Hinduism, the chants of Tibetan Buddhists, and the sacred songs of Native American traditions are all forms of sound that invoke the divine presence. When these sounds are recited, the sacred frequencies are believed to bring the listener into alignment with the divine, awakening the soul to its true purpose and potential. In many indigenous cultures, sound is used to communicate with the spirit world. The beating of a drum or the sound of a flute is not simply a physical sound. It is believed to carry a message to the spirit realm, calling forth ancestors, deities, or guides. These sounds, these frequencies, are seen as a bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world. Even in modern times, we still seek out these sacred frequencies. When we listen to music, our souls often respond to the rhythms and harmonies that resonate with our deepest emotions. The songs we sing, the sounds we hear, carry vibrations that influence our energy and consciousness. Music has long been understood to be a universal language, one that transcends cultural boundaries and speaks directly to the heart of the human experience. But what if there were a frequency that could align not just our hearts and minds, but the very essence of who we are? What if there were a frequency so powerful that it could shift the entire trajectory of our lives? One that could heal, awaken, and transform us from the inside out. This frequency exists, and it is waiting for you to listen. Tuning in, the power of listening. You have the power to choose the frequencies you expose yourself to. In a world filled with noise, it is easy to become disconnected from the healing frequencies that surround us. But by choosing to listen to certain sounds, you can begin to shift your consciousness. The frequency you are about to hear is not just a sound. It is a tool for your awakening. It is the key to unlocking the vast potential of your subconscious mind. In this moment, as you listen, you may feel a shift, a deep resonance within your being. This is the sound of transformation. This is the sound of alignment. It is the sacred frequency that has always been present, waiting for you to tune in. By surrendering to this frequency, you allow it to gently guide you to a place of inner peace and self-discovery. You begin to release the old patterns that have kept you stuck, to dissolve the fears and doubts that have held you back. The frequency you hear is not just a sound. It is the rhythm of your soul, calling you home. The nature of sound and its connection to the subconscious mind. As the night stretches its wings over the world, a subtle vibration begins to rise. A frequency too soft to be noticed by the busy mind, yet powerful enough to alter the course of one's entire existence. This frequency is not merely a collection of sound waves, but the pulse of the universe itself, carrying with it the power to heal, transform, and align us with our highest potential. While the conscious mind is attuned to the noise of the external world, the subconscious mind is receptive to this silent current of sound, flowing through the depths of our being, often unnoticed but always felt. The ancients knew this power well. In cultures as far back as ancient Egypt, the priests and sages understood that the fabric of reality is woven from vibration and sound. The words they spoke in their sacred rituals were not mere utterances. They were powerful frequencies capable of influencing the very structure of their lives and the world around them. Whether through prayer, chanting, or the playing of sacred instruments, the ancient mystics believed that sound could elevate the soul, align the individual with divine will, and heal the body and mind. In the modern world, we are still bound to these ancient truths, though we have largely forgotten how to access this power consciously. The frequencies we encounter daily, from the hum of electricity to the voices around us, to the vibrations within our own bodies, all carry an influence, one that can either nourish or drain our energy. But the frequency we are speaking of in this moment is far beyond the external noise that fills our modern lives. It is the frequency that operates within, the sound that resonates with the deepest parts of your being, the frequencies that reach into the subconscious mind and guide it back to its natural state of balance and health. The science of frequency. Understanding the body as a vibrational system. In the realms of science and psychology, there is growing recognition of the profound influence sound and vibration have on our mental and physical well-being. The human body, like all matter, is composed of energy. This energy vibrates at different frequencies, and these vibrations affect every aspect of our health, emotions, and consciousness. The practice of sound healing. which is becoming more widely accepted in contemporary wellness circles, is based on the principle that the body's energy system can be influenced by specific frequencies, bringing it back into harmony when it falls out of balance. Brainwave entrainment, for example, is a form of sound therapy that uses specific frequencies to synchronize brain activity with external stimuli. Different brainwave states, such as beta's high alert and focused, alpha's relaxed and creative, theta deeply meditative and subconscious, and delta's deep sleep and healing, each correspond to specific frequencies. By listening to sound frequencies, the brain can be guided into the desired state, helping to reduce stress, enhance creativity, improve focus, or encourage deep rest and healing. In sound healing practices, such as binaural beats, two different frequencies are played in each ear, creating a third frequency that the brain synchronizes with. This subtle yet powerful process encourages the brain to enter specific states associated with relaxation, mental clarity, or emotional healing. These therapeutic frequencies are not merely soothing sounds, they are keys that unlock deeper layers of consciousness, helping to reprogram the subconscious mind. The idea that the body is a vibrational system is also reflected in the practice of using sound to heal physical ailments. Instruments such as singing bowls, tuning forks, and gongs produce vibrations that resonate with specific energy centers in the body, known as chakras. Each chakra is associated with a particular frequency, and when these frequencies are out of balance, physical and emotional ailments can arise. Sound healing works by restoring the natural vibrational frequencies of the body, helping to release blockages, reduce pain, and promote overall well-being. It is no coincidence that many ancient cultures, from the Egyptians to the Chinese to the Native Americans, have used sound in their healing practices. These cultures understood that sound is a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, and by aligning the body with the natural rhythms of the universe, healing could occur on every level: mind, body, and spirit. The subconscious mind, a vast ocean of influence. The subconscious mind, though unseen and often overlooked, holds the power to shape our reality in ways we may not fully understand. It is like an ocean beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, containing vast depths of memories, emotions, and beliefs that influence every thought, action, and experience. The subconscious is not bound by the limitations of time and space. It holds within it the stories of our past, the patterns of our ancestors, and the collective wisdom of humanity. In this ocean, the currents of sound flow freely. These vibrations, though often imperceptible, are able to penetrate deep into the subconscious, influencing thoughts and emotions, and guiding the individual toward healing and transformation. When we listen to certain frequencies, we are engaging with this deep well of memory, emotion, and belief, allowing these vibrations to reprogram the subconscious mind. The subconscious is a powerful force. It is responsible for our automatic behaviors, our reactions, and the patterns that shape our daily lives. It is also the storehouse of our deepest desires and fears, many of which are formed in childhood and reinforced throughout life. These subconscious beliefs and emotions drive the way we perceive the world, often without our conscious awareness. By aligning the subconscious mind with higher frequencies, we can begin to shift these ingrained patterns. The subconscious does not understand logic or reason. It understands energy and vibration. Therefore, by introducing new frequencies of healing, positivity, and transformation, we can begin to reprogram the subconscious mind, clearing away the old, limiting beliefs that have held us back and allowing space for new possibilities to emerge. Sound and the spiritual path, awakening the soul. While the power of sound to heal the body and mind is profound, its deepest purpose lies in its ability to connect us with the spiritual dimensions of our being. In ancient spiritual traditions, sound was regarded as a sacred tool for aligning with the divine. The mystical traditions of the East, particularly in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, use sound and vibration as means of awakening the soul and aligning it with the higher consciousness. In the Hindu tradition, the mantra, Om, is considered the primordial sound, the frequency from which all of creation emerged. The sound of Om is not just a word, it is the vibration of the universe itself. When chanted, this sound is believed to attune the individual to the cosmic frequencies of the universe, aligning them with the divine flow of energy. The sound resonates within the body, especially the heart and mind, helping to clear blockages and awaken the soul to its highest potential. Similarly, Tibetan Buddhists use chanting and the playing of singing bowls to connect with the higher realms of consciousness. These sacred sounds create a vibrational field that resonates with the energy of the cosmos, awakening the practitioner to their true nature. By listening to these sounds, one can enter a meditative state where the barriers between the self and the universe dissolve, and the soul is able to experience a deeper connection with the divine. This understanding of sound as a spiritual tool is not limited to the East. In Western mysticism, the ancient Greeks believed in the power of music and sound to connect the soul with divine intelligence. Pythagoras, the famous mathematician and philosopher, taught that the universe itself was a musical harmony, and that the human soul could be healed and enlightened through the proper use of sound. As we listen to the frequency in this recording, we are not just healing our minds and bodies. We are also connecting with the deepest, most sacred parts of ourselves. These frequencies are designed to resonate with your soul, helping you return to your true, divine nature. The journey of transformation that you are about to embark upon is not just a physical one. It is a spiritual awakening, a remembering of who you truly are. The power of sleep, reprogramming the subconscious sleep, though often taken for granted, is one of the most powerful times for reprogramming the subconscious mind. During sleep, the conscious mind relaxes and the brain enters a state of deep rest, while the subconscious mind becomes highly receptive. This is the time when the mind can process emotions, consolidate memories, and repair itself. It is also the perfect time for transformation. When we listen to frequencies during sleep, we are able to bypass the conscious mind's filters and speak directly to the subconscious. This is why sleep programming is so powerful. The frequencies that we listen to while sleeping can work in the background of our mind, gently shifting old beliefs and thought patterns without resistance. While we sleep, we are free from the distractions of the waking world, allowing the healing vibrations to penetrate deeply into our subconscious, transforming our thoughts, emotions, and even our physical bodies. Surrendering to the frequency in this moment, as you listen to the frequency, allow yourself to surrender fully. Release the need to control or understand everything with your conscious mind. The frequency does not require your effort or attention. It simply requires your willingness to receive. Let the sound wash over you, carrying you into the depths of your subconscious mind. Allow it to guide you, heal you, and transform you from within. You are not separate from the frequency. You are the frequency, and the frequency is you. As you listen, you are returning to the source, to the place of infinite potential and possibility. Let the sound unlock the doors to your deepest self, and allow the transformation to unfold. The ancient relationship between sound and spiritual transformation, the profound connection between sound and transformation is not a modern discovery. This sacred knowledge has existed for millennia, woven into the very fabric of human culture. From the distant temples of Egypt to the quiet monasteries of Tibet, ancient civilizations harnessed the power of sound to elevate the mind, body, and spirit. Whether in the form of chanting, music, or vibration, these cultures knew that sound was not just heard, it was felt, it was experienced, it was a force that could alter the very structure of consciousness. In this section, we journey through the ancient history of sound, tracing its sacred use across different civilizations, and examining how these ancient peoples understood its power to effect transformation on the individual and collective levels. Their wisdom holds the key to understanding how the frequency we listen to today can guide us toward profound spiritual and psychological healing. Ancient Egypt. The mysteries of sound and vibration, one of the earliest and most profound examples of the use of sound for transformation, comes from ancient Egypt. The Egyptians were not only masters of architecture, astronomy, and medicine, but also of spiritual knowledge. They understood that sound was a divine force, capable of healing, harmonizing, and communicating with the divine realms. The most well-known example of sound's spiritual role in ancient Egypt is the use of the hymn and chanting in sacred rituals. Egyptian priests and priestesses used sound to invoke the gods and align themselves with cosmic energies. The Egyptian temples, such as the Great Temple of Karnak, were designed to amplify and focus sound, with intricate acoustic designs that created a resonance throughout the space. This sacred space, filled with the reverberation of sound, was believed to connect the initiate directly with the divine. The Egyptians also utilized musical instruments in their sacred rituals, most notably the sistrum, a type of rattle that produced a distinct sound used to invoke the goddess Hathor, the goddess of love, joy, and transformation. The sound of the sistrum was believed to stir the spiritual energy of the worshippers and facilitate communication with the divine. Similarly, the sacred flute and the harp were played to create harmonic vibrations that resonated with the frequencies of the universe. Ancient Egyptian spiritual practices show us that the relationship between sound and transformation was integral to their understanding of life and the cosmos. The Egyptians knew that sound was more than just a tool for ritual. It was a key to unlocking hidden dimensions of consciousness, aligning oneself with divine forces, and healing the soul. The ancient Greeks' music, harmony, and the cosmos. The ancient Greeks, too, understood the power of sound and its connection to the divine. The philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras is often credited with discovering the relationship between music and the cosmos. According to Pythagoras, the universe itself is made of sound, or, more accurately, music. The Pythagoreans believed that the harmony of the spheres, the movement of the planets and stars, was not random but a perfectly ordered, musical harmony. The Greeks understood that sound, in its purest form, was the fundamental building block of all creation. Pythagoras and his followers believed that by understanding the principles of musical harmony, one could unlock the secrets of the universe. They practiced using sound and music to bring about personal and spiritual transformation, often through the use of specific intervals and frequencies. For example, the harmonic intervals of the octave, perfect fifth, and major third were thought to bring the body and soul into alignment with the divine order. In addition to Pythagoras, the philosopher Plato also emphasized the importance of music in spiritual and personal development. In his work The Republic, he argued that music was a fundamental part of education and personal growth, stating that it had the power to shape character and guide the soul toward wisdom and virtue. Music, for Plato, was a means of achieving balance and harmony within oneself, aligning the individual with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. Tibet, and the spiritual use of sound in Buddhism. The spiritual use of sound in ancient Tibet presents another profound example of sound's transformative power. Tibetan Buddhism, with its rich tradition of meditation, chanting, and sacred sound, views sound as a gateway to spiritual awakening. One of the most important aspects of Tibetan spiritual practice is the use of mantras. Sacred sounds are phrases repeated during meditation to achieve mental clarity, focus, and spiritual enlightenment. The sound of a mantra is believed to carry with it the vibration of the divine. When a practitioner chants a mantra, it is said that they are invoking the divine presence and aligning themselves with universal truths. The most well-known of these mantras is the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, which translates to, "The jewel is in the lotus." This mantra is believed to embody the essence of compassion, wisdom, and enlightenment. Beyond chanting, Tibetan monks also use singing bowls, metal bowls that produce a resonant sound when struck or rubbed. These bowls, which are often used in meditation and healing ceremonies, produce vibrations that resonate with the body and mind, promoting relaxation, healing, and spiritual alignment. The vibrations from the singing bowls are believed to restore balance to the body's energy centers, chakras, and facilitate a deep state of meditation. The sacred sound from these bowls is thought to guide the practitioner into a state of inner stillness, opening the mind to higher consciousness and spiritual insights. In Tibetan Buddhism, sound is seen not merely as a tool for relaxation or healing, but as a vehicle for transcending the limitations of the self. By aligning with the vibrations of sacred sounds, the practitioner enters into a state of unity with the divine, bypassing the ego and experiencing the oneness of all things. Indigenous wisdoms. Sound as a tool for connection to spirit. Indigenous cultures around the world also have long traditions of using sound to connect with the spirit world and to heal the body and mind. From the Native American use of the drum to the Aboriginal didgeridoo, sound has played an integral role in spiritual practices and rituals. For Native Americans, the drum is a sacred instrument, used to connect with the spiritual realm and to invoke the presence of the ancestors. The steady rhythm of the drum is believed to mirror the heartbeat of the earth, connecting the individual to the life force of the planet. In many Native American cultures, the drum is used in ceremonial dances and rituals, where its rhythmic beats are said to facilitate communication with the spirit world and bring about healing, both for individuals and the community. Similarly, the Aboriginal people of Australia have used the didgeridoo, a wind instrument that produces a deep, resonant sound to connect with the spiritual realm. The sound of the didgeridoo is believed to align the individual with the vibrations of the earth and the cosmos. It is used in ceremonial rituals to induce altered states of consciousness, allowing the listener to journey into the spirit world and gain spiritual insights. These practices are grounded in the belief that sound is a sacred force that can connect individuals with the unseen dimensions of reality. Whether through drumming, chanting, or instrumental music, indigenous cultures have understood that sound is a bridge between the material world and the spiritual world. A bridge that allows us to receive guidance, healing, and wisdom from the higher realms. Sound and the sacred in modern science. Though the ancient use of sound for spiritual and psychological transformation was once considered mystical or esoteric, modern science is beginning to recognize the profound impact sound and frequency have on the human mind and body. Researchers have discovered that certain frequencies can help reduce stress, improve sleep, enhance cognitive function, and even promote physical healing. The study of sound frequencies and their effects on the body and mind is known as bioacoustics. One of the most notable developments in this field is the discovery of binaural beats, a phenomenon in which two different frequencies are played in each ear, and the brain perceives a third frequency, the difference between the two. This frequency can influence brainwave activity, helping the listener to enter specific states of consciousness, such as deep meditation, relaxation, or heightened focus. Studies have shown that binaural beats can help reduce anxiety, improve sleep, enhance memory, and even alleviate pain. Similarly, other sound therapies, such as the use of singing bowls, tuning forks, and gongs, have been shown to have healing effects on the body's energy systems, reducing stress and promoting emotional balance. These findings support what the ancient civilizations intuitively understood, that sound is a powerful tool for transformation. Just as the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, Tibetans, and indigenous cultures used sound to align with the divine and facilitate spiritual growth, modern science is beginning to unlock the mechanisms behind this ancient wisdom. The eternal relevance of sound, the ancient knowledge of sound and its transformative power has never been more relevant than it is today. In the modern world, we are surrounded by noise, the hum of technology, the constant bombardment of information, and the stresses of everyday life. But beneath this noise, there is a frequency that calls to us, waiting to help us reconnect with the divine, heal our wounds, and transform our lives. This frequency is not a new discovery, it is an ancient truth, carried through the ages, waiting for us to remember. It is the same frequency that once resonated through the temples of Egypt, through the chants of the Tibetan monks, through the rhythms of the Native American drum. It is the sound of creation itself, the vibration that connects us to everything, the sound that speaks to the deepest parts of our souls. As we listen to the frequency in this recording, we are tuning into this ancient wisdom. We are aligning ourselves with the universal flow of energy and transformation. This is the power of sound, the power to shift our consciousness, heal our wounds, and guide us toward our highest potential. Unlocking the subconscious. The secret power of sound. Within the vastness of the subconscious lies a treasure trove of untapped potential, a wellspring of knowledge, power, and wisdom that has been lying dormant, waiting to be awakened. Just as a seed holds the blueprint of an entire tree within it, so too does the subconscious mind carry the patterns of our true self, our fullest potential. However, for most of us, these deep reservoirs of wisdom remain hidden beneath layers of past experiences, limiting beliefs, and emotional imprints. The practice of subconscious reprogramming, through sound, vibration, and frequency, is about unlocking these hidden treasures within. The frequencies that we listen to during sleep, meditation, or quiet moments of stillness are not just soothing sounds, they are keys. These sound frequencies can gently unlock the gates to the subconscious, clearing away the mental blocks that have been preventing us from accessing our true potential. But what exactly are these hidden forces? What ancient knowledge lies beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered? And how can we, in our modern age, tap into these forces to bring about healing, transformation, and personal growth? To answer these questions, we must look not only at the spiritual and psychological mechanisms of the subconscious, but also at the forgotten wisdom that has been passed down through generations, from the ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Tibetan Buddhists, to the modern scientific breakthroughs that are uncovering the deep connection between frequency and the human mind. The subconscious. The keeper of our hidden power, the subconscious mind, is the most powerful part of our consciousness. It holds within it our beliefs, memories, and emotions. Everything that has shaped us since birth. While the conscious mind is engaged with the external world, making decisions and processing immediate experiences, the subconscious is working in the background, influencing our behaviors, thoughts, and actions in ways we may not even be aware of. This is why understanding the subconscious is so critical. It is not just a passive observer, it is the architect of our lives. It is the subconscious that drives our habits, creates our emotional responses, and shapes the narrative we tell ourselves about who we are and what we can achieve. For instance, if someone believes deep down that they are unworthy of success or happiness, those subconscious beliefs will shape their actions. They may unconsciously sabotage opportunities or feel an inner resistance to achieving their goals. These limiting beliefs, rooted in the subconscious, can prevent an individual from reaching their full potential, regardless of how hard they try to change consciously. But what if those subconscious beliefs could be changed? What if the subconscious mind could be reprogrammed, much like reprogramming a computer, to release old patterns and replace them with new, empowering beliefs? This is the purpose of subconscious reprogramming. It is about accessing the hidden layers of the mind and gently shifting the beliefs, emotions, and memories that no longer serve us. The use of frequency and sound plays a pivotal role in this process by bypassing the conscious mind and speaking directly to the subconscious, where true change can occur. The ancient wisdom of sound, frequency as a tool for transformation. The concept of using sound and frequency to influence the mind, body, and spirit is not new. In fact, ancient civilizations around the world understood the profound power of sound and vibration. The Egyptians, Greeks, and Tibetans all used sound as a means to heal, connect with the divine, and bring about personal transformation. This knowledge, passed down through the ages, holds the key to understanding how sound can reprogram the subconscious mind. The Egyptians believed that sound was a divine force, one that could be used to invoke the gods, heal the body, and align the individual with cosmic forces. In their sacred temples, priests would chant specific sounds and mantras, creating frequencies that resonated with the energy of the universe. These sounds were not just for ritual or prayer, they were tools for transforming consciousness and healing the body. Similarly, the Greeks, with their advanced understanding of music and harmony, believed that sound could influence the soul and bring balance to the body. The philosopher Pythagoras, in particular, understood the deep connection between sound, mathematics, and the cosmos. He discovered that the universe itself was composed of harmonic vibrations, and that by understanding the frequencies of these vibrations, one could align themselves with the cosmic order. In Tibetan Buddhism, sound is used as a means of awakening the mind and spirit. Mantras, chanting, and the sound of sacred instruments such as singing bowls and gongs are all used to shift consciousness, clear blockages, and heal emotional and physical wounds. The Tibetan monks believed that the vibration of these sounds could help align the individual with higher states of consciousness, opening them up to divine wisdom and spiritual awakening. These ancient cultures understood that sound was not merely a tool for external communication, but a powerful force that could penetrate the deepest layers of the subconscious, bringing about healing, transformation, and alignment with divine forces. Modern science. The rediscovery of sound's transformative power in recent decades. Modern science has begun to uncover what ancient cultures knew intuitively, that sound and vibration have the power to affect the mind and body in profound ways. Through the study of brainwaves, neuroplasticity, and bioacoustics, researchers are discovering that sound is not only a tool for relaxation, but a potent means of reprogramming the subconscious mind. One of the most exciting discoveries in this area is brainwave entrainment. Brainwave entrainment refers to the process by which the brain synchronizes its electrical activity with external sound frequencies. Different frequencies correspond to different brainwave states, and by listening to specific sounds, we can induce certain states of consciousness. For example, beta waves 1330 Hz are associated with focus and alertness, while alpha waves 812 Hz are linked to relaxation and creativity. Theta waves 347 Hz correspond to deep meditation and subconscious access, and delta waves 0.54 Hz are associated with deep sleep and healing. By using sound frequencies to induce these brainwave states, we can access the subconscious mind more easily. When the brain is in a theta or delta state, it is highly receptive to new programming. This is why listening to frequencies such as binaural beats, isochronic tones, and solfeggio frequencies is so powerful for subconscious reprogramming. These frequencies speak directly to the subconscious, bypassing the conscious mind's critical filters and allowing for deep, transformative change. The power of binaural beats. Bridging the conscious and subconscious, binaural beats are one of the most widely used tools for subconscious reprogramming. This technique involves playing two slightly different frequencies in each ear, creating a third frequency that the brain perceives as a beat. This beat corresponds to a specific brainwave state depending on the difference between the two frequencies. For example, if one ear hears a frequency of 300 Hz and the other ear hears 310 Hz, the brain perceives a beat of 10 Hz, which corresponds to an alpha state of relaxation. Binaural beats work by synchronizing the brain's electrical activity with the external sound. This synchronization or entrainment allows the brain to enter specific states of consciousness, whether that be deep relaxation, heightened creativity, or access to the subconscious. The use of binaural beats has been shown to reduce anxiety, improve focus, enhance memory, and even promote deep sleep and healing. The reason binaural beats are so effective in reprogramming the subconscious mind is that they bypass the conscious mind. The conscious mind is analytical, critical, and often resistant to change. The subconscious, however, is highly receptive to sound and vibration, especially in the deep states of relaxation induced by binaural beats. By listening to specific frequencies, we can reprogram our subconscious beliefs, shifting old patterns and replacing them with new, empowering ones. The hidden power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a vast and mysterious part of our consciousness. It is responsible for everything we do, think, and feel, yet it operates below the level of conscious awareness. While the conscious mind is focused on the present moment, the subconscious is filled with memories, emotions, beliefs, and experiences from the past. These subconscious elements influence our behavior, reactions, and relationships, often without us even realizing it. The subconscious mind is like a powerful computer, constantly running in the background, processing information and storing data. It does not judge or analyze, it simply absorbs everything it is exposed to. From childhood experiences to cultural conditioning, everything is recorded in the subconscious mind, where it influences our thoughts and actions. However, the subconscious is not fixed. It is malleable and open to change. Just as we can install new software on a computer, we can reprogram our subconscious mind by introducing new beliefs, emotions, and thought patterns. This is where the power of sound comes in. By listening to specific frequencies, we can bypass the critical conscious mind and reprogram the subconscious, creating new pathways for success, happiness, and personal growth. Awakening to your true potential. As you listen to the frequencies in this recording, you are engaging in a powerful act of transformation. The sound is not just a pleasant background noise, it is a tool for unlocking the hidden wisdom within. The vibrations you hear are designed to resonate with the deepest parts of your subconscious, allowing you to release old patterns, heal emotional wounds, and align yourself with your highest potential. In this space of deep receptivity, you are opening the door to your true self. The self that is free from limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts. You are reconnecting with the divine frequency that has always been within you, and as you listen, you are being guided back to the truth of who you are: whole, divine, and infinitely capable of transformation. The science and spirituality of frequency. A unified understanding. The intersection between science and spirituality has long been a source of fascination and mystery. Ancient civilizations intuitively understood that sound and frequency held the power to effect transformation, but only in modern times has science begun to uncover the mechanisms that govern these transformative forces. While ancient practices focused on harnessing sound for spiritual and emotional growth, modern research in fields like neuroscience, quantum physics, and bioacoustics has begun to validate these practices, providing a deeper understanding of how sound influences the body, mind, and spirit. In this part of our journey, we will explore both the scientific and spiritual dimensions of sound, focusing on how frequencies affect our mental, emotional, and physical states. We will bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science, showing that sound is not just a tool for spiritual awakening, but a universal force capable of bringing about profound healing and transformation on every level of our being. The science of frequency, brainwaves and consciousness, at the core of understanding how sound influences our minds is the study of brainwaves, the electrical impulses that govern the activity of our brains. These brainwaves fluctuate in response to different states of consciousness, from deep sleep to heightened states of alertness. The frequency of these brainwaves, measured in Hertz/Hertz, plays a critical role in determining our mental and emotional states. The most common brainwave states are delta waves 0.54 Hz. These waves are associated with deep sleep, unconscious states, and profound healing. When we enter delta states, the body is able to repair itself on a cellular level, and the mind is free from distractions and external stimuli. A theta waves A47 Hz. Theta waves are typically associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and the early stages of sleep. They are the brainwave state where the subconscious mind is most active and most receptive to new information. Theta states are also closely linked to creativity, intuition, and insight. The alpha waves EA12. Alpha waves are produced when we are awake but deeply relaxed, such as during daydreaming or light meditation. This state is ideal for reducing stress, enhancing focus, and fostering a calm, centered mindset. Beta waves 1330 Az. Beta waves are associated with active thinking, focus, and heightened awareness. These waves are produced when we are actively problem-solving, engaging in conversation, or performing tasks that require concentration. Gamma waves 3100 Az. These waves are the highest frequency brainwaves and are associated with peak mental performance, cognitive processing, and states of heightened awareness. Gamma waves are linked to moments of insight, peak experiences, and the flow state. The relationship between brainwaves and sound is the foundation of modern sound therapy. Specific frequencies can be used to entrain the brain, that is, to synchronize the brain's electrical activity with external stimuli, such as sound. By using sound to induce specific brainwave states, we can enhance various aspects of mental and emotional health, from stress reduction to improved focus to deep healing during sleep. One of the most popular methods of brainwave entrainment is through binaural beats. This technique involves playing two different frequencies in each ear, and the brain perceives the difference between the two as a beat. For example, if one ear hears a frequency of 300 Hz and the other hears 310 Hz, the brain will perceive a beat at 10 Hz, corresponding to the alpha state of relaxation. By listening to binaural beats, we can induce specific brainwave patterns that align the mind with our desired state of consciousness. The science behind brainwave entrainment has been well documented, with numerous studies showing its effectiveness in promoting relaxation, improving cognitive function, and reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. These findings support the ancient belief that sound can be used to influence the mind and bring about transformation on a neurological level. The subconscious mind, a gateway to transformation. While the conscious mind is responsible for rational thought and decision making, the subconscious mind is the true driver of our behavior, emotions, and beliefs. It is the subconscious that shapes how we perceive the world, how we respond to challenges, and how we interact with others. Most of our beliefs and habits are deeply ingrained in the subconscious, and these beliefs often operate outside of our conscious awareness. The subconscious mind is vast and mysterious. It is where all of our memories, both conscious and unconscious, are stored. It holds the patterns of behavior that we learned in childhood, the emotional imprints from past experiences, and the beliefs that we carry with us throughout life. It is also the seat of our intuition, creativity, and spiritual insights. The key to transformation lies in understanding the power of the subconscious and learning how to communicate with it. The subconscious is not a passive observer, it is an active force that shapes our reality. It is also deeply sensitive to vibration and frequency. This is where sound comes into play. By exposing the subconscious to specific frequencies, we can reprogram the old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us, allowing us to align with a higher version of ourselves. The role of sound in healing. Vibrational medicine, healing through sound, also known as vibrational medicine, is based on the idea that all matter is in a state of vibration. Everything in the universe, from the smallest particle to the largest star, is constantly vibrating at a particular frequency. When these frequencies are in harmony, there is balance and health. But when they are out of alignment, dissonance and disease arise. In ancient healing traditions, sound was used to restore balance to the body and mind. The Egyptians, for example, used sound and music to heal the body, align the energy centers, and invoke divine protection. Similarly, in Chinese medicine, sound was used to balance the flow of qi, a life force, through the body. Today, sound healing has been rediscovered as a powerful tool for promoting physical and emotional well-being. Sound healing works by using frequencies to shift the body's energy system, releasing blockages and restoring harmony. Instruments such as tuning forks, singing bowls, gongs, and drums are used to produce vibrations that resonate with the body's energy centers, chakras, clearing away negative energy and promoting healing. In addition to restoring energetic balance, sound healing can also have a profound impact on the nervous system. Studies have shown that sound waves can stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's relaxation response. This helps to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and promote a sense of calm and peace. Sound has the power to calm the mind, ease tension, and even relieve physical pain by shifting the body into a state of deep relaxation and healing. Quantum physics: the universe is a symphony of frequencies. The connection between sound, frequency, and transformation can also be found in the realm of quantum physics. According to quantum theory, everything in the universe is made of energy, vibrating energy. At the most fundamental level, all particles, atoms, and molecules are in constant motion, oscillating at specific frequencies. The way these frequencies interact with one another determines the properties of matter and energy. Quantum physicists have discovered that consciousness plays an active role in shaping the reality we experience. The observer effect, which suggests that the act of observation can alter the behavior of particles, demonstrates that our perception of the world is not passive but actively shapes our experience. This aligns with the ancient teachings that we are not separate from the universe, but are deeply interconnected with it. We are the vibration, and the vibration is us. By aligning our personal frequency with the frequencies of the universe, we can tap into the flow of cosmic energy, guiding us toward our true purpose and unlocking our fullest potential. This concept of vibrational alignment is not just spiritual, it is a scientific truth that underpins the very nature of reality. Spirituality and sound connecting to higher consciousness on a spiritual level. Sound is seen as a bridge between the material and the divine. It is through sound that we can connect with higher consciousness, tap into divine wisdom, and align with the cosmic flow of the universe. Whether through prayer, chanting, or meditation, sound has been used throughout history as a tool for spiritual awakening. The use of sacred sounds such as mantras and chants creates a vibrational resonance that aligns the practitioner with divine energies. These sounds are believed to carry the essence of the divine and, when chanted with intention, can lead to profound spiritual insights, healing, and transformation. The frequency that we listen to in this recording is part of this spiritual tradition. It is a sound that resonates with the highest frequencies of the universe, aligning us with divine consciousness and helping us to reconnect with our true nature. As you listen, allow the sound to guide you deeper into your own consciousness, unlocking the wisdom and power that lies within. The future of sound and transformation. As we continue to explore the power of sound and frequency, we are on the cusp of a new understanding of how vibration affects our bodies, minds, and spirits. Modern science is only beginning to scratch the surface of this profound relationship, and as we learn more, we will uncover even more ways in which sound can be used to heal, transform, and elevate the human experience. Sound is not just a tool for relaxation or entertainment. It is a force of nature, capable of shifting our consciousness, healing our bodies, and aligning us with the divine. The frequency you are listening to now is one of many that hold the potential to transform your life. By tapping into these frequencies, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind, release old patterns, and align yourself with your highest potential. The journey of transformation has always been tied to sound. The ancients understood it, and now we are rediscovering it. The power of frequency is within your reach. All you need to do is listen. The transformative power of frequency in everyday life. As we delve deeper into the power of frequency and sound, we must consider the profound impact these forces have on our everyday experiences. While much of the conversation around sound focuses on abstract spiritual or therapeutic concepts, the practical, real-world implications of these frequencies are just as significant. Sound and frequency shape our thoughts, our behaviors, and our emotions, subtly guiding the course of our lives. In this section, we explore how aligning ourselves with specific frequencies can influence various aspects of our daily existence. From the way we manage stress to how we form relationships, from the quality of our sleep to the success we experience in our careers, sound has the power to reshape our realities. The frequencies you are listening to in this moment are not simply an abstract concept. They have a tangible effect on how you live, how you feel, and who you become. The impact of sound on stress and emotional well-being. One of the most profound ways in which sound influences our lives is through its ability to manage stress and promote emotional well-being. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become a pervasive issue, with many people struggling to cope with the demands of work, family, and social pressures. Chronic stress can have serious consequences for our health, contributing to everything from anxiety and depression to heart disease and immune system dysfunction. Fortunately, sound provides a powerful antidote to stress. Listening to certain frequencies can help to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system responsible for rest and relaxation. For example, low-frequency sounds, such as those produced by deep bass tones or singing bowls, have been shown to trigger a relaxation response in the body. By lowering heart rate, blood pressure, and cortisol levels, these frequencies help to reduce the physical and emotional impact of stress. One of the most well-known examples of sound's ability to reduce stress is binaural beats, which are often used in guided meditation sessions. By listening to binaural beats, the brain synchronizes with the beat frequencies and enters a state of deep relaxation. This is particularly useful for individuals who suffer from anxiety or insomnia, as the frequencies help the mind release tension and enter a calm, peaceful state. Furthermore, solfeggio frequencies, which have been used for centuries in sacred music, are believed to have specific healing properties. For instance, the 528 AZ frequency is often referred to as the love frequency, because it is thought to promote feelings of compassion, healing, and emotional restoration. Regular exposure to these frequencies can help individuals release negative emotional patterns, reducing stress and promoting emotional balance. By incorporating these healing frequencies into our daily routines, through meditation, sleep, or simple listening, we can begin to shift the body's stress response and cultivate a more peaceful, harmonious state of being. The role of frequency in enhancing sleep and healing sleep is one of the most essential elements of human health and well-being. Yet, many people struggle with poor sleep quality, whether due to stress, anxiety, or physical discomfort. A lack of restful sleep can lead to a cascade of negative effects, from reduced cognitive function to weakened immune response and impaired emotional regulation. The relationship between sound and sleep is a powerful one. Certain frequencies can encourage the body to enter states of deep, restorative sleep. Delta waves CO.54C, for example, are associated with the deepest stages of sleep, during which the body repairs itself and the mind processes emotions and memories. Listening to frequencies that encourage delta wave activity can significantly improve sleep quality, helping individuals fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more restful rest. In addition to delta waves, theta waves of 4-7 Hz are linked to the early stages of sleep and deep meditation. The transition into theta brainwave activity is essential for achieving the restfulness that rejuvenates the body and mind. By listening to theta frequencies before sleep, individuals can ease their way into a deep, healing slumber. The effects of sound on sleep are not just limited to the brain. Studies have shown that exposure to specific frequencies can also promote physical healing during sleep. For instance, certain vibrational frequencies have been found to enhance cellular regeneration, increase circulation, and promote tissue repair. This makes sound not only an emotional and mental tool, but a powerful physical healing force as well. Sound and its influence on productivity and focus beyond the realms of relaxation and healing. Sound plays an important role in enhancing our productivity and focus in daily life. In the modern world, where distractions are ubiquitous, many people find it difficult to stay focused on tasks for extended periods. This lack of focus can lead to feelings of frustration, decreased efficiency, and lower levels of achievement. Research has shown that listening to specific sound frequencies can significantly enhance cognitive performance and mental focus. For example, alpha waves 812 are linked to states of relaxed concentration, where the mind is clear and receptive, yet not overwhelmed with stress or distraction. Listening to alpha wave frequencies while working or studying can promote a state of flow, allowing for greater creativity, clarity, and productivity. Moreover, beta waves, the 1330 Cs, are associated with heightened alertness and active thinking. When you are engaged in a task that requires problem solving or critical thinking, beta wave frequencies can help sharpen focus, improve mental processing speed, and increase cognitive performance. For those looking to improve their productivity, sound can act as an external aid that guides the mind into the optimal state for task completion. Whether you are tackling an important project, preparing for an exam, or simply managing a busy schedule, tuning into specific brainwave frequencies can enhance your ability to concentrate and stay focused. The power of sound in relationships and social connections. Our relationships, both with ourselves and others, are deeply influenced by our subconscious beliefs and emotional patterns. Sound has the power to impact these patterns in profound ways. The frequencies we listen to can shift our emotional state, influencing how we perceive and interact with the people around us. By tuning into frequencies of love, compassion, and empathy, we can foster more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. In many cultures, sound has been used in rituals and ceremonies to strengthen bonds between individuals and communities. For example, the use of drums in African traditions and the flute in Native American ceremonies are not only symbolic but serve to unify the participants, creating a shared sense of rhythm and connection. These sound frequencies act as a unifying force, bringing individuals together on a deeper, energetic level. On a more personal level, the frequencies associated with love and compassion, such as 528 AZ, can help heal emotional wounds, open the heart, and promote feelings of connection and trust. By incorporating these frequencies into our daily lives, we can shift the energy within our relationships, allowing for greater understanding, compassion, and mutual support. Moreover, sound can be used to improve communication. In some cases, listening to specific frequencies can help individuals express themselves more clearly, overcome emotional blocks, and communicate more effectively. This can be especially beneficial in relationships where communication is key to resolving conflicts and fostering a deeper connection. Sound and physical health. Enhancing wellness through frequency. Sound has long been used to improve physical health, from ancient healing practices to modern therapies. Whether through sound baths, vibrational therapy, or music therapy, the frequencies we expose ourselves to can promote healing, reduce pain, and enhance overall wellness. In modern healthcare, sound therapy is used to treat a wide range of conditions, including chronic pain, depression, and anxiety. Frequencies such as solfeggio tones and binaural beats are believed to facilitate healing by stimulating the body's natural ability to regenerate and heal itself. For instance, the frequency of 528 Hz is known as the healing frequency and is used to promote tissue repair, reduce inflammation, and improve overall vitality. Tuning forks are another example of sound therapy. These tools are used by practitioners to stimulate specific energy points on the body, aligning the body's energy and promoting healing. The vibrations of the tuning fork help clear blockages in the energy system, releasing tension and restoring balance to the body. Furthermore, sound healing has been shown to improve sleep quality, reduce anxiety, and boost the immune system. By regularly listening to healing frequencies, individuals can improve their physical health, enhance recovery from illness, and maintain a state of overall wellness. The role of frequency in manifesting your goals. One of the most powerful implications of frequency is its ability to influence the manifestation process. The concept of manifestation, bringing our desires and intentions into reality, is closely linked to the alignment of our personal frequency with the frequency of our goals. In other words, to manifest our dreams, we must tune into the vibrational frequency of those dreams. The subconscious mind plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. It is the subconscious that governs our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions, and it is the subconscious that must be reprogrammed to align with our desires. Sound and frequency act as powerful tools in this process, helping to shift the subconscious mind from limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs that support our goals. By listening to frequencies associated with abundance, prosperity, and success, we can reprogram the subconscious to align with these goals. For example, the frequency of 432 AZ, which is associated with universal harmony and balance, is believed to promote the alignment of mind, body, and spirit, helping individuals manifest their desires with greater ease. Through consistent exposure to these frequencies, we can align our energy with the energy of abundance, attracting the opportunities, resources, and people that will help us achieve our goals. This is the power of sound, the ability to shift our internal frequency and bring our desires into the physical realm. The sacred use of sound in ancient rituals and practices for millennia, sound has been at the heart of human spiritual and healing practices. Across various cultures and civilizations, ancient peoples have understood the profound influence sound can have on the body, mind, and spirit. Whether through chanting, drumming, or singing, sound has been utilized as a sacred tool to connect with the divine, heal emotional wounds, invoke transformation, and align the individual with cosmic forces. In this section, we explore the sacred rituals and practices of ancient cultures that used sound as a gateway to spiritual awakening and personal transformation. These ancient practices hold valuable wisdom for us today, as they offer insight into how we can use sound to reprogram the subconscious mind, promote healing, and elevate our consciousness. Ancient Egypt, sound is the key to divine connection. In ancient Egypt, sound played an essential role in both daily life and spiritual practice. The Egyptians believed that sound had the power to connect them with the divine and the cosmic order of the universe. They used sound as a medium to heal, protect, and align themselves with the divine will. The most profound example of sound's use in ancient Egyptian rituals is the weighing of the heart ceremony, depicted in the Book of the Dead. This sacred ritual involved the deceased's heart being weighed against the feather of Maat, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was light, it indicated the individual's purity and alignment with the divine order, allowing them to pass into the afterlife. If the heart was heavy, it signified a life of wrongdoing, and the soul was cast into darkness. The sound of the ceremonial chants and invocations in this ritual was believed to purify the soul, allowing it to transcend to the next stage of existence. The Egyptians also used sound in their healing practices. In their sacred temples, priests would recite sacred texts and mantras, which were believed to invoke divine energies. The acoustics of the temples were specifically designed to amplify and resonate the sound, creating a sacred space where the energy of the spoken word could permeate the very stones of the temple. These vibrations were thought to directly connect the priests and worshippers with the gods, facilitating healing and alignment with divine will. In addition to chants, the Egyptians used musical instruments, such as the sistrum, a sacred rattle used in rituals to invoke the goddess Hathor. The vibrations of the sistrum were believed to carry the energy of Hathor, who was the goddess of love, joy, and transformation. The sound of the sistrum was said to bring harmony and balance to the worshipper's mind, body, and spirit, helping them align with divine energy. Ancient Greece music, harmony, and the soul. The ancient Greeks were pioneers in understanding the relationship between sound, music, and the cosmos. Pythagoras, the famous philosopher and mathematician, is often credited with uncovering the harmonic relationship between music and the universe. According to Pythagoras, the entire cosmos is governed by musical harmony. The movement of the stars and planets, the orbit of the moon, and the vibration of all matter could be understood through the principles of music and sound. Pythagoras and his followers believed that by understanding the frequencies and vibrations of the universe, they could align their minds and bodies with divine harmony. They practiced using music and sound to achieve personal transformation, health, and spiritual enlightenment. Pythagoras himself used music as a tool for healing, believing that certain musical intervals and sounds could restore balance to the body and soul. The Greeks also believed that sound had the ability to influence the soul. In his work The Republic, Plato discussed the role of music in shaping a person's character. He argued that certain modes and rhythms could cultivate virtue, while others could lead to moral corruption. For the Greeks, music was not just entertainment, it was a powerful tool for spiritual and personal development. In addition to music, the ancient Greeks used chanting as a means of spiritual connection. The famous oracles of Delphi, for example, would enter trance, like states during their prophecies, with their words often accompanied by rhythmic chanting. This chanting was believed to open the channels of communication between the earthly realm and the divine, allowing the oracle to receive divine wisdom and guidance. Tibet, the power of mantras and chanting. Tibetan Buddhism has long understood the profound power of sound to awaken consciousness and facilitate spiritual growth. At the heart of Tibetan practice is the use of mantras, sacred words or phrases that are repeated during meditation and prayer. These mantras are not mere words, they are believed to contain divine power and vibration. By chanting mantras, practitioners align themselves with cosmic energy, invoking spiritual blessings and transforming their consciousness. One of the most well-known mantras in Tibetan Buddhism is Om Mani Padme Hum, which translates to, "The jewel is in the lotus." This mantra is associated with the Bodhisattva of compassion, Avalokiteshvara, and is believed to carry the essence of compassion, wisdom, and enlightenment. The sound of the mantra resonates with the heart chakra, promoting emotional healing, compassion, and spiritual awakening. In addition to chanting, Tibetan monks use singing bowls, metal bowls that produce a deep, resonant sound when struck or rubbed. These bowls are used in meditation and healing practices, with the sound vibrations believed to align the mind, body, and spirit. The resonant frequencies of the singing bowls are thought to stimulate the body's energy centers, chakras, clearing blockages and promoting deep relaxation and healing. In Tibetan Buddhism, the use of sound is seen as a way to transcend the ego and awaken to higher states of consciousness. Chanting and the vibrations of singing bowls help to clear the mind, releasing attachments and allowing the practitioner to experience the true nature of reality, a state of pure awareness and connection with the divine. Indigenous cultures. Sound as sacred connection to spirit. Indigenous cultures around the world have long recognized the spiritual power of sound. In North America, Native American tribes have used drums in ceremonies to connect with the spirit world. The drum beat is seen as the heartbeat of the earth, and the rhythmic sound is believed to facilitate communication with ancestors, spirits, and deities. The drum is not just an instrument, it is a sacred tool that connects the drummer with the universal flow of energy. When a drum is played in a ceremonial setting, the beat creates a rhythmic vibration that aligns with the heart of the earth. This connection is believed to help heal the mind and spirit, guiding the individual toward clarity, balance, and divine guidance. Similarly, the didgeridoo, an ancient instrument from the Aboriginal cultures of Australia, produces a deep, resonant sound that is believed to connect the player with the earth and spirit world. The sound of the didgeridoo is said to carry the vibrations of the land, connecting the listener to the rhythms of nature and the cosmos. The vibrations produced by the didgeridoo are believed to promote healing, release negative energy, and align the individual with their spiritual essence. Sound healing practices in ancient Egypt, India, and China. Beyond the well-known examples of sound used in ancient Egypt, Greece, Tibet, and indigenous cultures, sound healing has played a significant role in many other ancient spiritual practices. In ancient India, the use of sound and vibration was central to yoga and meditation practices. The ancient Vedas describe the importance of sacred sound, particularly the mantra, Om, which is said to be the sound of creation itself. Chanting Om aligns the individual with the divine, helping to cultivate inner peace, spiritual insight, and connection to the cosmic rhythm. In traditional Chinese medicine, sound is used to align the body's energy system, or qi, with the natural flow of the universe. Chinese healers use tuning forks, singing bowls, and even wind chimes to create harmonious vibrations that restore balance to the body and mind. These sounds are believed to help clear blockages in the body's energy flow, promote relaxation, and stimulate healing. Rituals of sound. Awakening the divine within. Across all cultures, the use of sound in ritual is a means of awakening the divine within. Sound carries a vibration that penetrates the depths of the soul, creating resonance with the higher self. Through ritual, sound is used not only to invoke divine energies, but also to awaken the innate power within each individual. Rituals involving sound are not just for personal transformation, but for collective healing and growth. These rituals, often performed in groups, create a collective vibrational field that amplifies the transformative power of sound. The power of the collective is immense. As individuals come together in harmony, their energies merge, creating a space for shared healing and spiritual awakening. Through sound, we align ourselves with the divine rhythms of the universe, allowing us to transcend the limitations of the ego and access higher states of consciousness. Whether through chanting, drumming, or playing sacred instruments, sound serves as a portal to the divine, helping us connect with our true essence. The rediscovery of ancient sound practices in modern times. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in the ancient practices of sound healing and spiritual rituals. Modern sound therapists, musicians, and spiritual leaders are rediscovering the power of sound as a tool for personal transformation. Sound healing sessions using singing bowls, gongs, and tuning forks are becoming increasingly popular as ways to promote relaxation, reduce stress, and heal emotional wounds. The integration of sound into modern meditation practices, such as the use of binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies, is also part of this growing movement. These modern practices are rooted in the ancient wisdom of sound, harnessing the power of vibration to help individuals align with their highest potential. As we reconnect with these ancient sound practices, we are not simply reviving old rituals. We are tapping into a universal language that transcends time and space, the language of the universe itself, and in doing so, we are unlocking the potential for deep healing, transformation, and spiritual awakening. The language of the soul, understanding symbolism and metaphor in sound. Sound is not just a tool of healing, a means of connection, or a catalyst for transformation. It is also a profound language. It speaks not only to the ears but to the subconscious mind, to the soul itself. Just as a symbol can carry deep meaning beyond the surface, so too does sound resonate with layers of significance that reach into the hidden realms of our consciousness. Through the vibrations of sound, we are invited to listen to the language of the divine, to decode the messages that are embedded within the frequencies, and to understand the metaphors that guide us along the path of transformation. In this part of our journey, we explore the sacred language of symbolism and metaphor in sound, uncovering how ancient and modern practices have used sound not only as a healing force, but as a means of communicating deeper truths. From the archetypal significance of specific frequencies to the metaphors embedded in sound itself, we will unlock the hidden meanings that these vibrations hold for us. Sound, it turns out, is not just something to be heard. It is something to be understood, to be felt, to be lived. The archetypal power of sound symbolism in frequency. Sound, in its purest form, is an archetype. It is a force that transcends the physical world and enters the realm of the symbolic, resonating with the deepest layers of the human experience. Ancient cultures, from the Egyptians to the Greeks to the indigenous tribes of North America, understood that specific sounds and frequencies carried profound meaning, both spiritually and psychologically. These sounds were not arbitrary. They were chosen for their ability to resonate with the inner world of the listener, tapping into the universal archetypes that govern human consciousness. For example, the frequency of 528 Hz, often referred to as the love frequency, has a deep connection to the heart chakra, the energy center associated with love, compassion, and emotional healing. When this frequency is played, it resonates with the archetype of the nurturing, compassionate, and unconditionally loving aspect of the self. It invites the listener to connect with the divine love that exists within them, promoting healing and opening the heart to new possibilities. Similarly, the 432's frequency is known as the natural frequency of the universe. It is said to resonate with the natural harmonic vibrations of the earth and the cosmos, aligning the listener with the rhythms of nature. This frequency represents harmony and balance, calling us back to the natural order of the universe, where all things exist in perfect resonance. The use of 432 Hz in modern music and meditation reflects an attempt to reconnect with the archetype of cosmic harmony and universal alignment. The solfeggio frequencies, a series of ancient tones used in Gregorian chants and sacred music, are another powerful example of sound as archetype. Each solfeggio frequency is associated with a specific aspect of the human experience, from the 396's frequency for liberating guilt and fear to the 963's frequency for awakening intuition and connection to higher consciousness. These frequencies serve as keys to unlocking different archetypal energies within us, guiding us toward healing and spiritual awakening. Sound, in this sense, becomes a symbolic language that speaks directly to our soul. It bypasses the conscious mind, which is often clouded by doubts and distractions, and enters the deeper realms of our psyche, where the archetypes reside. Through the use of specific frequencies, we can align ourselves with the divine, bringing balance and healing to our emotional, mental, and spiritual states. Metaphors in sound. Decoding the hidden messages. Metaphor is one of the most profound ways in which sound communicates with the subconscious. A metaphor takes the familiar and uses it to explain the unfamiliar, drawing parallels between two seemingly unrelated things. In the case of sound, metaphor operates on a deeply symbolic level, where the vibrations of certain frequencies evoke images, emotions, and ideas that resonate with our inner world. For example, the metaphor of water is often associated with the frequency of 528 Hz. Water is a universal symbol of flow, cleansing, and emotional depth. Just as water flows gently but powerfully, so too does the 528 Hz frequency flow through the body, washing away negative emotions, fostering compassion, and promoting emotional healing. The sound of water, in this case, is more than just a sound, it is a metaphor for the process of emotional release and renewal. The act of listening to this frequency becomes a symbolic journey, where the listener is cleansed by the sound, much like water cleanses the body and spirit. Similarly, the frequency of 396 Hz is often associated with the metaphor of breaking chains or releasing limitations. This frequency is said to help release feelings of guilt, fear, and other negative emotions that hold us back. The metaphor here is one of liberation. Just as chains confine the body, negative emotions can confine the soul. By listening to this frequency, the listener metaphorically breaks free from these constraints, allowing themselves to experience freedom, self-empowerment, and healing. Metaphors in sound are not just abstract concepts, they are deeply experiential. When we listen to a frequency, we are not just hearing a tone, we are experiencing a metaphorical shift in our consciousness. The frequency itself becomes a symbol of transformation, offering a pathway for the subconscious to release old patterns, align with higher frequencies, and heal the soul. The metaphor of the journey. Sound as a guide. One of the most powerful metaphors embedded in sound is the metaphor of the journey. In many spiritual traditions, the journey represents the path of self-discovery, personal growth, and spiritual awakening. The use of sound in rituals, meditation, and healing is often framed within the metaphor of the journey. A journey that takes us from ignorance to enlightenment, from darkness to light, from fragmentation to wholeness. This journey is not always linear, it is filled with challenges, obstacles, and moments of introspection. But through the use of sound, we are guided along this path, much like a traveler follows the sound of a distant bell, a drumbeat, or a guiding voice. Each frequency, each vibration, represents a step on the journey, bringing us closer to our true selves and our higher purpose. In many shamanic traditions, the use of drumming is employed to guide the listener on a journey into the spirit world. The steady beat of the drum symbolizes the heartbeat of the earth, a rhythm that calls the listener into a deep state of meditation and spiritual awareness. As the drumbeat intensifies or slows, it metaphorically represents the ebb and flow of the journey, the moments of challenge and the moments of peace. Similarly, the use of chanting in various spiritual practices represents the journey of the soul towards enlightenment. The repetition of sacred sounds or mantras creates a rhythmic pulse that helps the listener stay focused on their inner journey, aligning them with higher states of consciousness. Each chant is a symbolic step toward spiritual awakening, guiding the listener through the layers of their own being, past the barriers of the ego, and into the infinite space of the soul. The metaphor of light. Sound is a source of illumination. Another powerful metaphor that emerges from the use of sound is that of light. In many traditions, light symbolizes wisdom, enlightenment, and the presence of the divine. The metaphor of light is often used to describe the spiritual awakening process, the moment when the soul transcends the limitations of the physical world and connects with higher consciousness. Sound, particularly in its higher frequencies, is often described as light. The sound of 528 Hz, for example, is associated with the metaphor of illumination. It is said to bring clarity and insight, lifting the listener out of the darkness of ignorance and into the light of awareness. This frequency is metaphorically like a torch in the darkness, lighting the path to self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Similarly, the experience of listening to solfeggio frequencies can be likened to a spiritual awakening. These frequencies, when listened to with intention, are said to illuminate the soul, helping the listener see beyond the veil of illusion and into the truth of their own being. The metaphor of light here represents clarity, truth, and the unveiling of the hidden dimensions of reality. The metaphor of unity. Sound is the source of oneness. The metaphor of unity is perhaps the most profound when it comes to sound. In many spiritual traditions, sound is seen as the bridge that connects all things. The individual with the divine, the physical with the spiritual, the self with the other. The sound of the universe, as ancient traditions have taught, is a frequency that reverberates throughout all of creation, uniting all beings in a single harmonious vibration. The sound, for example, is the sacred sound of the universe in Hinduism and Buddhism. It represents the unity of all existence, the interconnection of all things. When chanted, is said to align the individual with the divine, bringing them into oneness with the universe. The frequency of 432 Hz, similarly, is believed to resonate with the natural frequency of the earth and the cosmos, aligning the listener with the universal flow of energy. When we listen to sound, we are not just hearing isolated tones. We are being invited into a deep and intimate relationship with the cosmos. The frequencies we hear represent the underlying unity of all things, inviting us to transcend the illusion of separation and experience the interconnectedness of the entire universe. The healing metaphor, sound as a restorative force. Finally, the metaphor of healing is intimately tied to sound. Sound has been used for centuries as a tool for restoring balance and harmony within the body and mind. Whether through the use of chanting, singing bowls, or modern sound therapy, sound is seen as a powerful restorative force, one that can heal wounds, release blockages, and promote emotional well-being. When we listen to healing frequencies, we are metaphorically entering into a process of restoration. The frequencies work to release the old patterns that no longer serve us, clearing away negative emotions and beliefs, and making space for new, empowering energies to flow through us. This process is often experienced as a deep sense of relief, peace, and renewal, as the vibrations of sound realign our mind, body, and spirit. The power of sound and metaphor in our lives. As we come to the end of this exploration of symbolism and metaphor in sound, it becomes clear that sound is far more than just a physical phenomenon. It is a language, one that speaks directly to our subconscious, to our soul, and to the very fabric of the universe. The frequencies we hear carry with them deep symbolic meaning, guiding us along the journey of transformation, healing, and spiritual awakening. Through sound, we can decode the metaphors that are embedded within us, unlocking the wisdom that has been hidden for so long. As we listen, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation, aligning with the cosmic forces that are always present, waiting to guide us toward our highest potential. The inner path, transformation as a spiritual journey. Transformation is not an event, but a journey. It is a path that unfolds gradually, sometimes imperceptibly, and often through the trials and tribulations of life. Just as a caterpillar undergoes a profound metamorphosis within the cocoon, so too does the soul undergo a process of transformation, shedding its old, limiting beliefs and emerging into a new state of being, a state of higher consciousness and alignment with the divine. In this section, we explore the journey of transformation, focusing on the steps that guide us towards spiritual awakening, emotional healing, and personal empowerment. The frequencies we listen to are not just passive sounds. They are active agents in this journey, guiding us through the stages of growth, helping us transcend the limitations of the ego, and bringing us closer to our true selves. The journey of transformation is a sacred one, and it is often marked by phases of inner struggle, self-discovery, and awakening. By aligning ourselves with the right frequencies, we are able to navigate this journey with greater ease, grace, and purpose. Whether through deep meditation, conscious intention, or simply listening to healing sounds as we sleep, the path of transformation is a gradual unfolding, a returning to the truth of who we are. The first step, awareness and surrender. The first step on the journey of transformation is awareness. Awareness is the key that unlocks the door to deeper understanding. Without awareness, we are merely moving through life in a fog, acting on autopilot, following the habitual patterns formed by our past experiences and subconscious beliefs. We do not see the world as it is, we see it through the lens of our conditioned minds. Awareness allows us to see the world with fresh eyes, free from the filters of past experiences. It is the first step in becoming conscious of the subconscious, recognizing the old patterns, beliefs, and emotions that no longer serve us. Awareness is what allows us to step back from the chaos of our minds and observe the thoughts and feelings that arise, without attachment or judgment. The frequencies you are listening to now serve to activate this awareness. As you listen, they guide you to a deeper level of consciousness, inviting you to observe the thoughts, emotions, and patterns that have shaped your life. This awareness is the first step toward transformation, as it is only through recognizing the areas of our lives that need healing or growth that we can begin the process of change. But awareness alone is not enough. Transformation also requires surrender, the willingness to release the old and embrace the unknown. Surrender is not passive. It is an active choice to let go of control and trust in the process of transformation. It is the ability to surrender to the flow of life, to let go of the past, and to allow the frequencies of sound to guide us toward our highest potential. Surrendering to the frequencies is an act of trust. It is the understanding that, by aligning with these vibrations, we are allowing the universe to support us in our journey. When we surrender, we let go of the need to control every outcome and open ourselves to the possibility of new experiences, new ways of thinking, and new ways of being. The second step, healing and releasing. Once we have cultivated awareness and surrendered to the transformative process, the next step is healing. Healing is the clearing of emotional blockages, old wounds, and limiting beliefs that have accumulated over time. These blockages are stored in the subconscious mind, and they often manifest as negative thought patterns, unhealthy relationships, or physical ailments. The process of healing involves addressing these deep-rooted issues and releasing the emotional charge attached to them. The frequencies we listen to play a crucial role in this healing process. As we listen to specific sound frequencies, we begin to unlock and release the emotions that have been stored in our bodies and minds. This process is not always immediate, and it may bring up discomfort, pain, or resistance. However, it is through facing and releasing these emotional blockages that true healing occurs. One of the most powerful aspects of sound healing is its ability to access the subconscious mind. Through sound frequencies, we can bypass the conscious mind, which is often clouded by defense mechanisms and cognitive filters, and speak directly to the subconscious. The subconscious, being more receptive to sound and vibration, is able to process and release emotional pain, trauma, and limiting beliefs that may have been repressed for years. As you listen to these frequencies, you may begin to experience a sense of emotional release. You may feel a weight lifting off your shoulders, a sense of freedom from old patterns and fears. This is the process of healing. The frequencies are helping to clear the emotional blocks that have held you back, allowing you to move forward with a sense of lightness, peace, and emotional balance. Healing also involves forgiveness, both of ourselves and others. Holding on to resentment, guilt, or anger can create energetic blockages in the body and mind, preventing us from fully embracing our transformation. The act of forgiving releases these toxic emotions, allowing us to heal and move forward with greater peace. Listening to the healing frequencies can assist in this process by creating a safe space for emotional release and inner peace. The third step, integration and alignment. Healing is not the final step in the journey. It is a step in the process of integration. After we have healed from the wounds of the past, it is time to integrate the new energy, new beliefs, and new experiences into our daily lives. Integration is the process of bringing the changes we've made in the inner world into harmony with our outer world. During this phase, we may find that the new beliefs, thoughts, and emotions we've cultivated begin to shift the way we perceive ourselves and our reality. Our relationships, career, and personal goals may begin to shift in response to the inner transformation we've undergone. Integration is about aligning our actions, words, and thoughts with the new energy we've cultivated, creating a life that reflects our higher consciousness. Sound plays a pivotal role in this integration process. As we continue to listen to healing frequencies, we are reminded to stay aligned with our true self, to maintain the inner peace we've cultivated, and to live authentically. The frequencies serve as a constant reminder of our divine essence, helping us stay grounded and focused as we navigate the changes that come with transformation. One of the most important aspects of integration is the embodiment of our transformation. Transformation is not just an intellectual understanding, it is a lived experience. It is about embodying the new, empowered version of ourselves in every aspect of our lives, in how we speak, how we think, and how we interact with the world around us. This process of embodiment is where the real magic happens. As we begin to live in alignment with our true selves, we begin to attract new opportunities, people, and experiences that resonate with our higher vibration. The frequencies guide us through this process, helping us embody our highest potential and manifest our desires in the physical world. The final step, realization and enlightenment. The final step in the journey of transformation is realization, the moment when we awaken to the truth of who we are. This is not an intellectual understanding, but an experiential knowing. It is the moment when we realize that we are not separate from the universe, but deeply interconnected with it. We are not just individuals struggling through life, we are expressions of the divine, each of us a unique manifestation of universal consciousness. Realization is the moment when we recognize that the journey itself is the destination. There is no final arrival or endpoint in transformation. It is an ongoing process of growth, learning, and awakening. As we continue to listen to these frequencies, we are constantly reminded of our true nature, a nature that is infinite, divine, and whole. In this final phase, we experience a deep sense of peace and joy. We let go of the need to control or manipulate life, surrendering to the flow of the universe. We understand that everything is happening as it should, and we trust in the divine timing of life's unfolding. The frequencies of sound have guided us through this journey, helping us heal, grow, and awaken to the truth of our being. The eternal journey of transformation. Transformation is a lifelong journey, one that does not end with a single moment of awakening, but continues with each breath, each thought, and each action. As we move through life, we continue to evolve, to expand, and to grow. The frequencies that we listen to on this journey are not just tools for healing or transformation, they are companions on the path, guiding us toward our highest potential and helping us align with the divine flow of the universe. The journey of transformation is not always easy. It is filled with challenges, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But it is also filled with moments of profound insight, joy, and peace. Each step we take on this path brings us closer to the realization of our true self, our divine essence, and our infinite potential. And so, the journey continues. The frequencies guide us, the sound heals us, and we are ever evolving, ever expanding, and ever moving toward the light of awakening. Integrating ancient sound practices into contemporary life. While the ancient wisdom of sound and frequency may seem distant in time, its relevance is profoundly connected to our modern world. In an era of rapid technological advancement and overwhelming sensory input, many individuals are seeking deeper, more meaningful ways to reconnect with themselves, heal from stress, and align with their higher purpose. The frequencies that have been used for thousands of years to guide humanity toward balance, transformation, and spiritual awakening are just as valuable today, if not more so. In this section, we explore how the principles of sound healing, frequency therapy, and subconscious reprogramming can be applied to contemporary life. From personal well-being to professional success, and from emotional healing to spiritual growth, these ancient practices offer tools that are accessible, effective, and relevant in the modern age. Whether through meditation, modern sound technologies, or simply integrating conscious listening into your daily routine, sound remains a powerful ally for transformation. The role of sound in modern meditation practices. Meditation has experienced a resurgence in modern times as people look for ways to alleviate stress, enhance self-awareness, and promote overall mental and emotional well-being. While meditation practices have existed for thousands of years, sound has always played a critical role in helping individuals enter deeper states of consciousness. From chanting mantras in Hinduism and Buddhism to the Gregorian chants in early Christianity, sound has been used as a gateway to spiritual insight, peace, and healing. In contemporary meditation, sound continues to serve as a powerful tool for mindfulness and relaxation. Binaural beats and isochronic tones are now widely used to facilitate brainwave entrainment, the synchronization of the brain's electrical activity to an external sound frequency. By listening to these frequencies, individuals can consciously guide their brainwaves into states of relaxation, focus, creativity, or deep meditation. These brainwave states are linked to different levels of consciousness that influence mental clarity, emotional regulation, and physical well-being. Binaural beats. This method involves listening to two slightly different frequencies, one in each ear. The brain perceives the difference between these two frequencies as a beat, and this entrains the brain to the specific brainwave frequency associated with the desired mental state. For example, listening to a binaural beat with a frequency difference of 10 Hz will encourage the brain to enter an alpha state as a relaxed alertness, which is ideal for reducing stress and increasing creativity. The isochronic tones. Unlike binaural beats, isochronic tones use single tones that pulse at specific intervals. These tones are more accessible for those who don't use headphones, as is required for binaural beats, and they can induce deep meditative states, promote relaxation, and enhance sleep. The delta and theta frequencies are especially effective for promoting deep sleep, emotional healing, and accessing the subconscious mind. For modern-day meditation practitioners, the application of these ancient techniques, whether through modern technology or traditional practices, has the ability to guide them to states of deep rest, healing, and heightened awareness. Sound healing and stress reduction. In the digital age, we live in a time of constant connection and overstimulation. The digital age has brought about incredible advances in technology, but it has also contributed to the rise in chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout. The constant barrage of information, the demands of work and social media, and the pressure to keep up with a fast-paced world can take a significant toll on the mind and body. As more people seek ways to mitigate the negative effects of this modern lifestyle, sound healing offers a valuable solution. Sound frequencies are a natural and effective way to activate the body's relaxation response, reduce the effects of stress, and promote emotional balance. Sound baths are one modern method of sound healing that has gained popularity in wellness circles. In a sound bath, participants lie down while therapeutic sounds, such as gongs, crystal singing bowls, and tuning forks, are played around them. The sound waves and vibrations produced by these instruments resonate with the body's energy centers, chakras, and help release physical and emotional blockages. Many people report experiencing profound feelings of relaxation, clarity, and even emotional release during and after sound baths. Another modern application of sound therapy is the use of gongs in healing practices. The sound produced by the gong is rich in overtones, creating a deep vibrational resonance that permeates the body and promotes emotional healing. The powerful frequencies of the gong are believed to clear energy blockages and restore balance to the body's energy field, helping to alleviate stress, tension, and trauma. Listening to sound frequencies during daily activities, such as using headphones to listen to binaural beats or relaxing music, can also serve as a simple but effective tool for stress reduction. Whether at work, home, or on the go, listening to sound frequencies can help guide the brain into a state of relaxation or focus, allowing individuals to better manage stress, enhance productivity, and restore emotional equilibrium. In the digital age where people are constantly plugged in, using sound as a tool to reconnect with oneself and find inner peace is more important than ever. Harnessing sound for personal and professional success, the power of sound doesn't just lie in emotional and spiritual healing, it also plays a crucial role in achieving personal and professional success. In today's world, success is not only determined by external achievements but by the alignment of mind, body, and spirit. When we are in alignment with our true self, our potential is limitless. Using sound to enhance focus and concentration is one of the most immediate and effective applications of sound therapy. As discussed earlier, alpha and beta waves can be induced through sound, helping individuals to stay focused, energized, and productive. Whether you are working on a creative project, preparing for an important presentation, or tackling a challenging task, listening to frequencies designed to enhance mental clarity and concentration can improve cognitive function and performance. Furthermore, sound therapy can enhance emotional resilience, which is critical for personal and professional growth. In environments where stress, deadlines, and expectations can lead to burnout, sound frequencies can help build emotional endurance. By using theta waves or solfeggio frequencies that are specifically designed for emotional healing, individuals can foster a sense of calm, groundedness, and inner strength. This emotional balance allows for clearer decision-making, better interpersonal relationships, and the ability to navigate challenges with grace. In business settings, sound can also be used to foster creativity and innovation. Solfeggio frequencies such as 417As associated with facilitating change and releasing negativity, and 6039AC associated with harmonious relationships and community can inspire creative solutions, improve collaboration, and create a supportive environment for personal and collective growth. The role of sound in healing trauma and emotional wounds. For many individuals, trauma, whether emotional, physical, or psychological, has a profound impact on the subconscious mind. Traumatic experiences can shape how we view ourselves, the world, and others, often leading to limiting beliefs, chronic emotional pain, and self-sabotaging behaviors. One of the greatest gifts of sound therapy is its ability to access and heal the deeper layers of the subconscious mind, where emotional wounds are stored. Sound frequencies can help individuals release the emotional charge associated with trauma, allowing them to process and heal from past experiences. 528 is widely recognized for its ability to promote emotional healing, repair damaged energy fields, and transform negative emotions into positive, empowering ones. By listening to this frequency, individuals can begin to clear emotional blockages and create space for healing and self-love. Another powerful frequency in healing emotional wounds is 396, which is believed to help release feelings of guilt and fear. Trauma often creates a sense of emotional entrapment, where an individual feels stuck in negative emotions. This frequency serves as a tool for clearing those blocks, freeing the individual from the emotional weight of the past, and helping them reclaim their personal power. Furthermore, the use of sound baths and singing bowls can promote deep emotional release. The vibrations created by these instruments resonate with the energy centers in the body, helping to release pent-up emotions that may have been suppressed for years. Whether the trauma stems from childhood experiences, difficult relationships, or past life memories, sound can help bring emotional healing to the surface, where it can be processed and released. The healing power of sleep and sound in the modern world. Many people struggle to get enough quality sleep. The demands of daily life, stress, and electronic distractions have created a sleep-deprived society, where restful sleep seems more like a luxury than a necessity. Yet, sleep is not just essential for rest, it is a vital process for healing and personal growth. During sleep, the body and mind repair, recharge, and process emotions, making it one of the most powerful times for transformation. Sound frequencies play a critical role in improving the quality of sleep. As we enter the deep stages of sleep, particularly during delta and theta states, the body goes into a healing mode. Listening to sound frequencies such as 432 Hz, which is associated with peace and relaxation, can help induce a calm, restful sleep, facilitating the healing process on a physical and emotional level. In addition to improving sleep, sound frequencies can be used to enhance dream recall and even facilitate lucid dreaming. Theta waves are particularly effective in accessing the subconscious mind during sleep, allowing individuals to explore their dreams with greater clarity and awareness. Some individuals use binaural beats specifically designed for dream exploration, guiding them into the deeper realms of their subconscious during sleep. By incorporating sound into our sleep rituals, we can enhance not only the quality of our rest, but also the healing and growth that takes place during sleep. The frequencies guide us through a process of inner restoration, helping us wake up each day feeling refreshed, balanced, and aligned. Bringing sound into daily life. Practical tips. The power of sound is not limited to meditation or specific therapeutic sessions. It can be seamlessly integrated into daily life to create a more peaceful, harmonious, and purposeful existence. Here are a few practical ways to use sound in your everyday routine. Morning rituals. Start your day with sound to set the tone. Play calming music or listen to binaural beats that help you focus and center yourself. The first moments of your day are crucial for setting your intentions, and sound can help you align your energy with your goals. Work and productivity. Listen to frequencies designed to enhance focus and concentration while working. Use alpha or beta wave frequencies to stay alert and productive, and theta frequencies during breaks for creative inspiration and relaxation. Sleep rituals. Incorporate sound into your evening routine to promote restful sleep. Listen to healing frequencies or nature sounds to ease into sleep, or use guided meditation tracks to help you relax and release the stress of the day. Emotional healing. Use sound therapy to support emotional release. Play frequencies that resonate with your heart chakra or help clear negative emotions like fear and guilt. Allow these sounds to guide you through the process of emotional healing and transformation. A sound in nature. Take walks in nature while listening to sound frequencies. The natural world is full of harmonic sounds that resonate with the body's energy, and combining this with intentional listening to healing frequencies can amplify the experience. The eternal journey of sound and transformation. As we conclude this exploration into the profound power of sound and frequency, it becomes clear that the journey of transformation is not a destination but an ongoing process. The frequencies you have encountered throughout this journey, whether in moments of deep relaxation, healing, or meditation, are not just tools to be used during special sessions, but lifelong companions on the path of self-realization. Every sound, every vibration, every frequency is a reflection of the universal flow that connects us all, guiding us toward deeper awareness, emotional healing, and spiritual alignment. In the modern world, where distractions are abundant and the noise of everyday life can often drown out the deeper currents of our soul, it is easy to forget the sacred power of sound. Yet, as we have discovered, sound is more than just a physical phenomenon, it is a force of transformation. It is the language of the universe, speaking to us through every note, every frequency, every vibration. It connects us to the divine, heals our emotional wounds, and aligns our subconscious mind with the deepest truths of our being. Throughout this series, we have explored how sound has been used in ancient rituals, spiritual practices, and healing ceremonies across various cultures. We have uncovered the science behind brainwave entrainment, sound healing, and the impact of specific frequencies on our mental, emotional, and physical states. More importantly, we have come to realize that sound is not something that merely happens to us, it is something that we can consciously tune into, aligning our energy with the frequencies that support our highest good. As you continue on your own journey of transformation, remember that sound is always there, always available, ready to guide you. The frequencies of healing, peace, and transformation are not just abstract concepts, they are living energies that surround us, ready to be activated through our listening. Whether you are seeking emotional release, mental clarity, spiritual awakening, or physical healing, the right frequency is waiting for you. Living in harmony with sound, one of the most powerful realizations that comes from this journey is that sound is not separate from us, it is an intrinsic part of who we are. We are made of sound, made of vibration, made of the very frequencies that govern the universe. Our cells, our thoughts, our emotions, and even the air we breathe are all part of this infinite symphony of life. Living in harmony with sound means recognizing this connection and using sound as a tool to restore balance and alignment within ourselves. It means consciously choosing the frequencies we expose ourselves to, whether through music, nature, or guided meditations. By becoming more aware of the sounds that surround us, we can begin to shift our energy, raise our vibration, and invite transformation into every area of our lives. Just as a musician tunes their instrument to achieve harmony, we too can tune our bodies, minds, and spirits to the frequencies that bring us peace, healing, and clarity. By listening with intention, by surrendering to the flow of sound, we can align ourselves with the divine rhythms of the universe, reconnecting with our true nature. The infinite potential of sound. As we close this exploration, it is important to recognize the infinite potential that sound offers. The frequencies we have discussed are not limited to any particular tradition or practice, they are universal forces that are available to us at any time. Whether through the ancient teachings of sacred mantras, the therapeutic use of binaural beats, or the healing vibrations of singing bowls, sound has the power to guide us toward wholeness and self-realization. The process of transformation is not linear, it is cyclical. Each time we listen to a healing frequency, we are engaging in an act of personal evolution, revisiting old layers of the self, shedding them, and emerging into new states of awareness. This process, though ongoing, can lead to profound shifts in our consciousness, helping us move from a state of limitation to a state of limitless possibility. Every sound we hear is an opportunity for transformation. Whether it is the hum of the earth beneath our feet, the gentle melody of a bird's song, or the deeply resonant frequencies of a sound bath, every vibration has the potential to bring us closer to our true essence. The question is not whether sound can change us, but whether we are willing to listen and allow it to. The path of transformation is both a personal and collective journey. As individuals, we are each called to align with the frequencies that resonate with our unique purpose and soul's mission. Yet, we are also part of a larger, interconnected web of life, where every sound, every vibration, and every thought contributes to the greater whole. In the stillness of the night, as you listen to the frequencies that guide you, remember that you are not alone on this path. You are surrounded by the ancient wisdom of the earth, the guidance of the universe, and the collective energy of all those who walk the same journey. You are part of the cosmic symphony, a note in the infinite melody of existence. As you continue on your journey, take with you the understanding that sound is a gift that connects you to your highest potential, to your inner truth, and to the divine essence of all that is. Allow these frequencies to guide you, to heal you, and to transform you in ways both subtle and profound. Remember that transformation is a process, not an event. It is a journey that will unfold as you continue to listen, to grow, and to align with the frequencies that resonate with the deepest parts of your soul. Each day is a new opportunity to tune into the sound of your life's purpose, to embrace the healing power of vibration, and to step forward into the life you were always meant to live. As we conclude this journey, we leave you with a call to listen, to surrender, and to transform. The frequencies that you have encountered in this work are not the end of your path, they are only the beginning. They are an invitation to dive deeper into the vast ocean of sound, to explore the limitless potential that resides within you, and to align with the universal flow of energy that is always present. Your true self, the divine essence that has always been within you, is waiting to be remembered, awakened, and expressed. You are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. By tuning into the frequencies that resonate with your soul, you are aligning with the divine order, moving toward the truth of who you are. Let the sound guide you. Let the frequency shift your entire life. The journey of transformation is eternal, and as long as you are willing to listen, it will continue to unfold, bringing you closer to the divine harmony that is your birthright. The universe is waiting for you to hear its song.